Hello, fifth grade, and welcome to virtual art class. Today is our last day for our Kente cloth weaving project, and quickly I'm going to tell you that we're going to be doing two kind of separate project tracks. If you have a colored paper weaving, you're going to be doing something slightly different than our friends that used white paper for their paper weavings. The only thing that's going to be different between them is if you have a colored paper weaving, I'm going to have you use a black marker and pencil. If you made a white paper weaving, you're going to be using colors that match up to the color code we used last time I saw you. So this should look a little familiar. It is on Schoology. You're going to match your color markers to colors that you think represent either you or interest you. So purple represents the femininity or girl power and healing. Blue, peace and harmony. Gold, I always use just yellow for gold. That's royalty and wealth. So go ahead and choose a couple of those. We chose 4 colors. You can use as many colors as you like, but remember we're focusing on patterns. So sticking to colors that will repeat. Today is all about our Kente cloth patterns. These are inspired by traditional Kente cloths. These designs are some that you'll see on real Kente cloths. So what you see in front of you, and this will be on Schoology as well, you have columns of 6 designs each, and you have 5 columns of designs. We would normally choose one design from each column. That would be 5 designs, but notice that we only have 4 colors on our weaving. So for today and for this project, all you need to do is choose 4 designs that you like. Think about your designs being unique and how they would look all together. So the ones that I'm going to choose, I think I'm going to choose these double diamonds, and I circle them just so I know that that's the one I'm going to be using. I'm going to use these long stripes, these kind of arrows over here, and I'm also going to choose one from over here. I think I'm going to do this guy, that little rectangle. So I've got my 4 designs, and notice my 4 designs are going to match up to my 4 colors. So I know that I'm going to have these guys for my yellow squares. I want this guy for my green squares. My blue squares will be these stripes, and my purple squares, oh, there we go. My purple squares will be these arrows. So now that I've already made up my mind on my designs, we got to make these designs into our patterns. And if you have a your colored paper weaving, you're going to first draw them in pencil because of that eraser. You can't erase marker, so please start with your pencil and draw out your designs matching your design to the color, and then outline with your marker. Now, if you're doing a white paper weaving, this is where the color is super important. You're going to choose the 4 colors you want, and you're doing the same thing. You're going to choose your 4 patterns, assign them to the colors that you want, and then you're going to add them on your blocks. So let me first do a few examples on this, and then I'll do a few examples on this, and then I'm going to let you go and finish your entire paper weaving, and I cannot wait to see them. So if I'm doing my colored weaving, I need to take my pencil first. I've got my side diamonds, and I'm going to make sure I'm going to do 2 rows of my yellow first, because yellow is going to be the most popular color because I have so much of it. So now I drew my kind of sideways diamonds. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to look for my green, which is that long rectangle. Now I've got my blue, my stripes. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do my purple. All right, so I've got my 3 rows all drawn out in pencil. My next step is to outline them. Here are only 3 rows. Now I would do the same on the rest of my colored paper weaving. I'm going to switch gears now. If you have a colored weaving and you know what to do, go ahead and you can leave this video and continue to draw and outline those designs. When you're done, go ahead and submit them onto the discussion board. If you did a white paper weaving, stick around so you can see how I do the same process that I did with this one, but on here. So even though, I'm going to move this out of the way, even though I have my markers chosen, I want to make sure I use my pencil. Now I understand it's hard to see the squares, especially when it's all white, but when you are right in front of it, you can feel and you can see the squares a lot better. So I'm going to do the first 3 rows, same thing as I did with the other one. I'm going to match up my colors, same thing. You want to match up one design with your one color. So my orange is going with my 1. I'm going to do green, my blue, and my purple. I'm going to quickly design or draw my shapes. I'm going to simplify it this time, and I'm going to do just a diamond for my first pattern. So I'm going to do my diamonds, and I skip one box because I know that's where my other pattern is going to go. I'm going to then do my rectangle, which is the other pattern that I chose. My next sheet, I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to do my long lines for my blue. There's a few, but I'm going to do a couple going down like that. After my stripes in blue, I want to do my last pattern, which is my purple one. And those are just those 2 arrows. Make sure you're choosing your own patterns and your own designs. You guys have plenty to choose from. So when I'm done penciling out my designs, my 4 different designs, I then match up my colors. I'm going to first do my orange. My green, my blue, and purple. All right, so those look pretty plain. If you'd like to come in with crayons and maybe outline the background or color in certain spots, like I think I might use crayon just to fill in these diamonds along the way, just to give it a little bit more color, a little bit more wow factor. So I just colored a few of them. That really makes it stand out. Now what you're going to do is keep on repeating. So you're going to go back in. And at one point, you might be confident enough to just draw straight in marker. You don't need that pencil. Like for me, I'm just going straight in with my diamond shapes in my orange marker. And I keep on making that pattern. I'm going to let you guys go to create. I can't wait to see your finished work. Happy creating, and see you next time.